Hello, hi, and it's a new year, 2022, and I would like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. And one of my goals and resolution is to grow this YouTube channel and really post the content that hopefully help you on your journey. So who I am, I'm a coach, intuitive transformational health and life coach, and I help mainly women over 40 to step into the power and brilliance with love for themselves and with really truly clear mindset and a sense of direction. So the Awaken Life project has been born and started when, after a year or two after my own transformation, I knew that something really awakened in me, something to really live the fulfilled and beautiful life with the desire and happiness in my heart and a lot of joy, and also with ease and flow. So I have my own Facebook group, but also on this YouTube channel, I just wanted to share part of my journey, but also the journey of my clients and anything I have and that helped me in my life. So really just a few reminders. I've started this channel a long time ago, but I haven't posted a lot in here because obviously I always, guard my energy and want to make sure where that energy is going. But this year is different. I think I've planned a lot. So I will be talking a little bit about my entrepreneurship, but I also will be having another YouTube channel where I will be talking about money and how much money you can earn as a coach, how you can set up your business, and really from my own perspective, but also from the perspective of other women and how they are building their wealth. I definitely want to give the voice to the women, how they're building their wealth, especially when you start all over, right? Because you may say that in your 40s you should build on your career. As I have spent most of my years in corporate, which I gave up in 2019 in July, and decided to go coaching full time. I was doing this for 2 years, but unfortunately then I've decided, the money was coming in, but not enough to sustain the lifestyle. And of course we were in the midst of pandemic, so there were a lot of different challenges. So I've decided to go back to corporate, which I'm doing now both. Coaching for me is the future. I absolutely love helping people to step into their potential, and I will share a little bit of my journey, but probably on the other channel. Here I'm just talking about the mindset, and as we are stepping into the 2022, obviously I've seen on two schools, right? One is not having resolution, not having goals. We just allow everything and we see how it goes, because we've learned from the past, especially in 2020, that planning doesn't make sense, right? Because all of our plans had to be scrapped because we all were sitting at home in the lockdowns rather than, for example, traveling and doing other stuff. But the thing is, it was exceptional and it's not a rule. And I think I'm in between, like setting intentions and resolutions and also improvements. My daughter is all about improvements, right? So how we can improve ourselves in our life. And because I'm not starting anything from the scratch, I'm taking over things from the last year, taking them to the next level, and I'm letting go some of them which does not don't fit anymore in my lifestyle, don't resonate anymore. So one of the techniques I have been using with myself, with the clients, is saying yes to something inspirational every day. The thing is that we can only create out of a higher energy, and of course we can't be in high energy all the time, but we can get ourselves into higher energy, higher vibrations by doing at least one thing which is kind of inspirational for us. So that's what I have been doing last year. Sometimes, of course, it didn't happen, but most of the times it did. I wanted to be inspired every day. And what do I mean by that? Of course, it doesn't have to be big goals like, oh, right, I want to have a holiday every day. what I wanted is just to do something what I really is in aligned with myself, and I'm saying yes to me. So it could be an area of health, of joy, of happiness, movement, whatever I was thinking, saying yes. So I've created like a list of things I'm saying yes in my life. And then I was taking one by one and said, like, what can I create on everyday basis? So one of the things I'm doing again this year is decluttering. And I think, decluttering for me is such a big thing because I want to basically have less stuff at my home. I want to have less stuff. I want to be sensible with my spending, especially on things I'd rather spend on experiences and investments. So I'm doing that, especially on clothes, which I really have a lot, and I don't necessarily need, again, new set of clothes. I spend a lot on the books, but the books, some of them I leave and some of them I will give to charity or to library. But decluttering for me creates sense of calm. I'm less anxious, and I think if I can declutter and have a clear environment, I can have a clear mind as well. So decluttering is something I always start every year, and that really helps me to thrive, especially in my paperwork for my business, for how I schedule the content, the regular hours I have, any key dates for the month. I always have a few diaries, a few planners all around, because I plan different things in different way, in different all of them, and I make sure that I have the goals and the key dates as well, and I'm focused every day, because I can easily procrastinate for sure, and I think it's a human thing. So don't beat yourself up that you procrastinate and you're lazy or whatever. We sometimes need the rest. So the other thing is, I wanted to say that saying yes to things and doing things that really inspires you, they really can help you to release the resistance. Quite often we set out those plans and intentions, and then we just slowly going down. It's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do this in next week and next week and next week, and we are really sort of are on this kind of the slope and going down with it. So what we want to create is that something, a kind of the habit that help us to truly step into our power, even on those lower days, and see what it is. Sometimes we do need to relax and rest, that's for sure. But one of the other things I have been doing is choosing the way I think about things. So I was noticing my thoughts, and when there was coming up some negative thoughts, I was acknowledging them, and I still acknowledge them, and I actually forgive myself for having the thought. I really want to tune in to that way of thinking, acknowledging some of the negative thinking, some like kind of low vibrational thinking, but also then choosing again the thought. And quite often I choose a power thought. What am I saying yes today? And sometimes it's yes to relaxing, sometimes it's yes to doing something, and some yes is to being a person who is clear in her mindset, in her strategy and direction. So 2 things really for this year: saying yes to things, and I always come up with the list. It could be clarity, calm, authenticity, abundance, love, sexy, joy, new experiences. Having the list and keeping it in a visible place, because we can easily forget, or something where you can look every day. And then doing one inspired thing every day to keep myself in that higher energy, and see whether I can actually do it. And on the low energy, to maybe look into my thought patterns and how I feel, not only in my mind, but physically how I feel, and what can I do to turn that around. A lot of people have a lower energy when they feel pain, for example. Is that pain physical, or is something causing you pain because you think about something from the past, or worry about the future? So there are different ways to tackle that, and it's not necessarily in a lot of the actions. Sometimes we just need to take that time for ourselves, think things through, and then really truly allow ourselves to step into that power thought and positive thinking, and really transforming our thoughts around that. So for today, that's it, and absolutely would love to share my journey further with you. So do subscribe, leave me a review, comment what you are setting for yourself this year. What is that kind of one or two things, intentions, resolution, whatever you call them. I think they all more or less have the same purpose, for us to feel better, feel good. And that's my main principle in that, to feel good in life. And this is my kind of way I'm going to do it, by saying yes to some of those things. Could be a long list, could be a big list, but we have so many days to go through, and that's okay. And some those things will be more appropriate for different days in our life. So I'm wishing you all the best and success on this year resolutions. Let's connect. Tell me what you are thinking about, what you are trying to achieve this year, and let's do this. Thank you.